Okay, welcome back. And as you can see now, this is the data file we downloaded. You can see it's a zipped file currently, so we'll double click that, which will open it. It's a CSV file, so I'm going to right click that and open it with Excel. I use Mac and that's the default on this machine currently, but I want to open it with Excel. And you can see here now it's listed everybody that's connected with me. And on this column here, we can see the date when people have connected. You'll see it actually also puts a time stamp in there. And these are very random. So you'll see that's 2014, 18, 17, 14, 18, 17 seems to be cycling of 2011. 2015, 13. So you'll see they're sort of quite random. So the first thing we're going to do is just tidy this up. Now, the first thing I recommend is to actually get rid of the timestamp. We don't need that. The easiest way to do that is go to Edit, to Find and Replace. And if we put in there space asterisk, leave replace blank, and then replace all, and it will have replaced everything in there. So you'll see now the timestamp has disappeared. I'm just going to clean this up one more step because you'll see there's also a comma after the date. So to do that, again, we'll go back to find and replace. This time we'll put a comma in there, leave again the replace with blank and replace all. And that has now removed all the commas. But you'll see these are kind of gone a bit random here. And it's because in this CSV file, these aren't actually categorized as or formatted as dates. They are raw data. So we are now best to actually turn that data into date formatted. And the simple way to do that is to come to Data and to Text to Columns. We leave it as delimited if that's its default. It should be, but if it's not, select delimited. Next. Make sure these are all blank. First time you do this, quite often comma is selected. So just make sure they're all blank and this is all unchecked. Hit next. Now we want to take this raw data and turn it into a date. And you'll see here it gives you different options: day, month, year. We have month, day, year. I'm going to choose month, day, year because the CSV file out of LinkedIn is actually in a month, day, year format. It's often more of an American format. So if you change that to month, day, year, click finish, we'll see here that all the dates have now turned into a standard UK sort of format. Okay, so that's our first step. We need to clean up that data. Now we can actually sort our data using that date. So if we sort by Z to A or Z to A, as some would say, the first thing it's going to ask you to do is, do you want to expand the selection? We do that because that means it's just going to take the other columns with the sorting of the date. And you'll see here now we have everything in chronological order, in reverse chronological order. So it gives you the latest connections you've had. So let's just take a chunk of data. Let's do February's, for example, because there's more contacts here. So I'm looking down here for the first contact in the month, which was the 6th of February 2018. I'll scroll up here till we get to the end of that. So it looks like the 26th was the last connection. We select that data, we come over here and we can paste it into our tracking sheet. And now on our tracking sheet, as you can see, we have first name, second name, email address, company, position, and the date they connected. So that, including the previous video to this, is how we export our connections data from LinkedIn and import it into our LinkedIn campaign tracker. Okay, so join me in the next video now when I'll show you exactly how we now start to reach out to these prospects and how to start engaging them via LinkedIn. Okay, see you in a moment.